Now I have your attention. Now I'm a big fan of places and things that have the most unhinged people. Because unhinged is funny, and don't let anyone tell you any different. And I don't mean your friend Laura who stole a traffic cone on a night out. Okay, that's not unhinged. That's just normal drunk person behaviour. I'm talking about people that are borderline criminal. Some of them actually criminal. I appreciate those people. Not for the criminality of it, just the funniness of it. I think you should understand what I'm saying so far. I've been pretty succinct. Now, a place where I think harbour the most unhinged personalities is Quora. What is Quora? It is a place where people go to ask questions, and then for some reason people feel the need to answer those questions. And some of them are normal questions like, how do I get my son to stop playing so much Xbox? You don't. Let him be. Don't worry, random mother who asked that question on Quora. The crushing burden of the world will soon be upon him, and he will no longer even feel the need to have fun anymore, so he'll be good soon, don't worry. But a lot of questions can be things such as this. Now, I think this is a normal question, but some people may see this as maybe not an unhinged question, but a stupid one, and I think there are no stupid questions, only stupid people. If you get shot in the head with an ordinary gun, do you most likely lose your consciousness almost instantly? Now, me, I'm no doctor. I don't know if you can tell. But I would say that the losing of consciousness would be the least of your worries. But I think, to answer the question, again, I'm not a doctor, I think you would lose consciousness pretty much immediately, considering a bullet's just gone into your head. Again, not a doctor, but that would be my educated guess. I promised my son a PS5 if he got straight A's, and he did, but I don't want to give him a PS5. What should I do? I think the best course of action would be to gaslight him into thinking that you never made that promise in the first place. I think that's the most sane option, to be honest. If I was a parent, and I don't have a child, but if I was a parent and I didn't want to give my kid a PS5 even though, they did what I asked them to do, and they met the terms of getting the PS5, I would lie. Straight up. Oh, yeah, I got straight A's. Can I get that PS5 now? I don't remember promising you the PS5. Adrenaline. You said that you'd give me a PS5. Me? I said that? Doesn't sound like something I'd say. Maybe your mother, she's like, well, not me though, I wouldn't. I think the best thing to do is as well, when you make these promises, don't put them down on paper or record them or anything. Make sure there's no listening devices around. Don't have a pen and paper handy, because then if it's in writing and or in audio form or video form, and they've got you dead to rights on that, then you may have to get a lawyer involved. Then you might have to figure that out. And even if you had a lawyer involved, I think that'd be a hard one to get over. But as long as there's no proof of you saying that, just tell them that it's all in their head. That should work and will create no issues later down the line. So that's my advice. Anyway, that's free. You can take that to the bank. So this guy's kind of taking my advice of what I said for the last one. My husband tells me it's okay to keep cheating on me because God will forgive him after he repents. Why is he doing this to me? That's so sad. That why is he doing this to me is really, that kind of hits you, doesn't it? That you go, she is in pain, struggling, some would say, trying to come to terms with what went wrong. Now, why is he doing this to you? I think it's because he's a God-fearing man, and he knows that he can repent. Doesn't matter how many times he does something on purpose, God will save him. Although it does say in the Ten Commandments, thou shalt not adult thy neighbour. Close. Now, I'm no expert on the Bible. I haven't read it myself. I've read through a few verses through my time at school, but other than that, I wouldn't say I am the number one Bible guy on earth. That would probably be the Pope. Out of earth, in heaven, would be probably Jesus. But that's not me. I'd probably be like 7.500,300,000 in the world, in the Bible knowing department. So, are you embarrassed by your passion for wet clothes? What? I'm not embarrassed because I don't have that passion. But if you do have that passion, yes. Shame. Why were people hundreds of years ago so ugly? I'd say all the smoking and all the barrels of whiskey, because there was no modern medicine. If you had an issue, they'd give you a leech and say, suck it out with that. You go, okay, doctor. If an anaconda wraps around you and immobilizes you, will it be wise to start biting and chewing off parts of the anaconda so it will release you? Yes. Yes. I mean, what else are you going to do, to be honest? It's probably your best course of action, really. I mean, there probably are better things to do, like play dead or something, but bite the snake, who cares? I mean, you're gonna die anyway, you might as well go out as a hero. Can I say, I want uppy to my husband, meaning that I'm tired and I want him to hold me like a child? I mean, you can. I wouldn't, but sure. I mean, no one's stopping you. But, again, I wouldn't, but that's just me. So. Okay. Is Godzilla gay? Yes. Moving on. What do you think about Albanians? I am on the fence. I don't know much about them. I know they have a flag. I know that they play football. I know that they aren't a fan of a country. I know that they... No, that's it. That's all I know. So I'm going to say... Good. If a goose attacked me, could I punch it in self-defense? Yes, I would encourage that, actually. I've been chased by a duck. It's one of my earliest memories. I was probably around 2 at the time. Specifically remembering the fear coursing through my veins and my short little fat legs. I couldn't get away. It was impossible. He just kept pulling down my pants. I don't know what kind of pedophilic duck it was. I can't remember where it was. I just specifically remember trying to run away from the duck. It was the worst. And if I could have punched that duck, I would have. But I was a small, little, dumb, weak, fat child, so that wasn't happening. But if you have the strength and the knowledge on how to punch properly, I would encourage you to punch the goose. Because it came at you first. It is self-defense. And I believe there's a law for that, so I think you'd be covered. You'd be good. Is fishing cruel to fish? No, there was actually a treaty back in 1872 where the head of the fish, not the sharks, they're a different union altogether. I believe it was the salmon who were the head of the fishing, whatever. And they came together with the humans, us guys, and said, hey, we'd like a truce in terms of you're allowed to fish us. But we're also allowed to kill you if you come into the water. I know it's harder for the fish to kill the humans, but it was only fair. So, I think they're pretty cool about it, to be honest. They don't really mind. So, no, it's not cruel, because they signed a treaty. That's it. I threw my coffee at an employee because the order was wrong, and he then punched me. He had been sent to the hospital for burns, but now my family and I want to sue. How can we approach this? Don't. What do old people do? From my experience, they kind of hang out. Chill, play bingo, bowls if they can, have a beer at the end of the day, watch the news, watch a lot of game shows, admire the backyard, stare at neighbours when they're having arguments, those kind of things. They're the main things that I can think of at the moment off the top of my dome. But yeah, that's, they're just kind of chilling, doing their own thing, staying in their own lane. I respect it. Alright, last one. Did electricity change? Sure. Yep, more powerful these days. But more expensive, so... Catch-22. Okay, that's it for me. That's enough listening to these brain-dead questions. Some of them were good, but most of them were absolutely brain-dead. I mean, these people live amongst us. That's troubling. Alright, like and subscribe. Goodbye. See you later. Have fun. Ciao. French. No, it's not.
I love Shifty Drongo. Shifty Drongo.